whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We PoPolitickin, it's so dope when it kick in that you can get in where you fit in. We straight PoPolitickin, the whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we PoPolitickin. My money long like division, I proposition to put a fist in. We straight PoPolitickin. Hey yo, I rise like the sun in the east, running the streets. Same people that was coming in peace, some in the beast on the microphone. It's never a long and hard task. For God, I'm gonna smash they blog and podcast. Introduction to journalism 101 with Pharaoh PoPolitickin about where I'm from and what I do. What's up? It gotta be good. Interviewing everybody, you know they probably could. Take all the blood, sweat, and tears, working all them years. Putting in 10,000 hours, it empowers careers. From the baby and Megan Thee Stallion to Yo Gotti. High as a kite, jet life, currency in the party. With MC Light, J Prince said I rap a lot. Super Saiyan Black Kakarot with a Macintosh laptop and my Apple Watch. Smoking Fraggle Rocks, 4 eyes, got more lines and hooks than a tackle box. What? The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We PoPolitickin, it's so dope when it kick in that you can get in where you fit in. We straight PoPolitickin, the whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we PoPolitickin. My money long like division, I proposition to put a fist in. We straight PoPolitickin.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to PoPolitickin, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But check me out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. 1212. I'm placed to be with the gods. How y'all doing?
What's up? Salute. Thank you, PoPolitickin. Thank you, Chris Porter. Appreciate you, man.
No, man. I was listening to some of y'all album. I think it was Care Package, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was cool, man. Shit, like I was like, all right. It was actually like, yeah, it was solid. I thought it was solid. And like this, I think I heard like it was a lot of songs, but I know I listened to like half of it. But I was like, it's solid. And then it sound like real hip hop, man. It sound like y'all doing your thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a different switch for us. I mean, we kind of went into spotlight L a little bit more, which is our singer of the group, and wanted more of that kind of R&B feel. Wanted to keep it hip hop, but have a little bit of more R&B soul feel to it, and that's what it was meant for. The Care Package was to give something people that all people can feel, you know, from some heartfelt shit, family related stuff, to friendships, to you know, things that were happening in our lives at the time, breakups, divorces, that type of thing.
Yeah, I was going to ask y'all who was doing all that singing on there.
That's that gentleman right there in the middle here, you know.
And then since you don't have y'all names on here, can y'all just like state y'all names individually so that people know too?
Sure. I'll start off. I'm Regulus. I am the producer, MC of GAWDS, also engineer, and yeah, that's me.
I'm L3. I do a little bit of the singing, some of the hook. It's always a fun time writing. Our guy Pinpoint isn't here at the moment. That's our other MC.
He's our other MC, and he produces a little as well.
Yeah,
he's not here at the moment. And then we got this guy.
DJ Rock Styles. I'm the DJ. We're putting in work.
Okay, so just talk about a little bit. Just say how y'all came together in forms. It's just like collective. It's like that's four of y'all. So how did y'all get together and meet? You know, tell our just the background a little bit.
That's so to do each other before,
yeah,
right?
So I knew Rocky for a long time as a DJ, and
since
he was
90s.
Since the 90s, like late 90s, and he was doing a whole mess of gigs around here and had worked in and out jobs, but was always like a great local DJ, you know, and was always in, you know, had gigs, parties, putting clubs, clubs, being a club DJ and shit like that. So when I linked up with Rock, we always kept it cool and had that communication and would always big each other up when we saw each other. And I met the other MC in the group that's not here, Pinpoint, through the scene. He was with another crew in the scene back in the early 2000s, and I was with another crew, and we just respected our craft, respected our art, and we got together and formed, and we became something. I was like, yo, one day he was on a hiatus, I was too. I was like, yo, come over and let's record something. So after about 3 times, he finally did. And we had something when we recorded our first joint. And this is probably about 8 years ago. And we enjoyed it, man. I was like, go come back. And from there on, about the 3rd time, he's like, let's formulate this group GAWDS, you know. And we had another dude in the group that came up with the acronym with him for GAWDS, which is going at whoever don't surrender. And
that reminded me of I had smiled because I hear what you saying it meant, but in my mind it's saying get down, lay down. And state property, that's what it's saying.
Hey, you can take it how you know, take it how you want it, but yeah, kind of same thing. So they made an acronym. I wasn't crazy about it at first, but then it kind of clicked and it was simple and it meant something. So we all did our thing, and one of the MCs had left some years ago, so it was just me and my boy Pinpoint, and we were playing some local gigs a lot of local gigs after formulating the group because we already had ins in the hip hop community. And then, you know, L3, he spotted him, Pinpoint found him at a local open mic that we were supposed to perform at down in like Annapolis, Maryland. And
shot me a DM.
He shot him a DM, and it was like, yo, like you're dope at the singing. He wasn't even there the night we were supposed to perform or whatever, be the guest performers at this local open mic. And he ended up coming by the studio, I think like with me first, and recorded like a couple things with me. And we didn't even have no relationship. And we kind of like developed something. I noticed his talent. I was like, yo, you're really dope. Pin, you know, later came in and started making tracks. We started making tracks together. And then, you know, Rocky, right before that, we had a couple of shows in New Jersey, like Atlantic City, on the shore. And we brought Rocky in after a night of drinking. We were like, why don't you just be a god? Why don't you be our DJ? We need a DJ, bro. And he was down. So that's how that developed. And that was probably about 2 years before we got L3 in the group.
Mm. And you kind of went over it a little bit, but I would say, what would you say each member brings to the group?
So go ahead, Rocky. Why don't you go start?
Yeah, so I'm the live DJ when we do live shows. You know what I mean? We kind of curate what the show is going to be, and then I just kind of improv a lot with just like back, you know. So a lot of our shows really never sound exactly the same. You know what I mean? Right. And then you know, I do all the cuts on all the songs and whatever. And then actually, me and Regulus been working on some like DJ edit remixes and stuff lately that I play out a lot. You know what I mean? Like taking the original sample with the hip hop vocals and kind of flipping it up. You know? Yeah.
So we'll take the original song and flip it on the hip hop vocals, or do the reverse. Flip the hip hop song of that sampled version, and then basically put the original vocals over it. Like say it was a Teddy Pendergrass sample or something like that, we would flip the Teddy Pendergrass vocal over the hip hop beat. So so that's what we've been doing. We work on a little mixtape on the side. But as far as he plays parts, he's our DJ, he's our backbone, of course. Always improvising, doing our gigs live.
It's up to practice with a DJ.
And it's great. We practice with him, so it's like we know what's gonna happen. We know our cues and shit. L3, it brings the singing out of him. He brings the joy. He's always happy, upbeat, brings a good vibe, knows how to write really well, can sing really well, and also rap a little bit. And he always brings the ideas to the table. He's a perfectionist, such as myself, and he brings that element to us. So it adds a little bit more soul and something different than just your basic old like hip hop or boom bap type style hip hop.
A little more storytelling, because these guys are like phenomenal talking shit. which I'm not the greatest at, so sometimes I can put it like a little bit of a story to something.
Yeah, so he'll bring some of that into it too, subject matter, things we need.
He's also got a little bit of a theater background too, so he brings that little bit of element.
I was saying, look like you boxing or something with them shoulders. You be boxing?
Yeah,
I probably should.
He wants to box me all the time.
This guy's a boxer.
Yeah, I used to. I'm out of shape now, man. I used to a little bit, but it was like backyard boxing type shit. But anyway, you know, Pinpoint is also an MC and he's a producer, and he's severely dope. He's well recognized in the area locally and some outside the area, of course. And you know, he's top tier. It's hard to keep up with him, especially me getting older, and we're all getting older, I guess. But just trying to keep up with his flow and match him well. And but he brings that element. He's always a challenge and something to make me step my game up. And I think L3 and it could definitely testify for that too as well.
Sure.
And so he keeps us at that level. And I'm sure we help him out in ways too. But I'm Regulus, again, I'm just a producer and the MC. I'm the business guy to aspects, and the engineer, that gets all of our work done in studio, and I usually mix and master it. Sometimes I'll go outside to master it, but I usually take care of all that shit myself in the house.
So y'all do, when y'all making music, y'all all together in the same room, or y'all like send it to each other?
Yeah, for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. If we're not all in the same room doing it, which is usually the case, we add Rocky's element later. Like, hey, we need cuts for this. This is the idea. He comes over, and it's usually like me and Rocky that'll work together, or sometimes Pinpoint Rocky and I work together, and we'll get that right. Them cuts.
Sometimes if it's you and Pinpoint, y'all come up with some sort of an idea. It's like, all right, I need a hook. So then I might come over later if I'm not already there. But a lot of times we like to create it together, but that's not always happen.
And then since it's 4 of y'all, it's an even number. How do y'all handle creative differences?
Mm-hmm.
We have vote more than everybody else's.
We have a unanimous vote. I mean, everything's fair with us, man. Even far down to the business, technically, if I wanted to be a jerk or something, I could take the more producer royalties and more. I don't care about all that. I want to be fair. I want to treat everybody in the same wavelength. We're all the same. You know what I'm saying? So I want to treat all of us. We all add enough to the music, which is important. So I'm fair down the line, and that's kind of like how we roll. Is basically everybody has an opportunity to share their input if we have creative differences, because we don't always agree.
I would say yeah.
We don't always agree on things. What we'll do is we'll have a unanimous vote, and if one of us is not here, we call the other person, get them on the phone. What do you think about this? Boom, and we have a unanimous vote.
Sometimes we get to try something 3 or 4 different ways and see which one is actually better.
Now, if it is in the middle, maybe we bring an outside vote, or one of us just folds a little bit to one way,
And then what would you say? What is y'all mission? Besides get down, lay down.
That ain't always my mission. Our mission is I've always wanted to travel. Personally, I've always wanted to travel with music, but I want my music to be heard for the masses. I think we have something a story to tell. I think like everybody else does in this game, but I think we can personalize it, and I also think that it's my art. It's my venting, process to the world. You know what I'm saying? And basically that's what I want. I just somebody that can pick up our music. I've had little kids that I've signed little autographs for, and just those types of moments and stuff like that are everything, more than just the music, and more that you actually did something to get to a certain level, and you're decent at it. You got a decent thing here. So that's my thing. Is just always wanted to travel with music, but just the love for music and somebody else hearing our sound.
Definitely someone else hearing our sound. Traveling for music is definitely key. I think for me, like when I'm performing at a show, and it might be one of those days where I'm thinking like, maybe I didn't feel like I sounded that good, or kind of wanting to slow down or something like that. And then I get somebody who's like, yo, what you were doing kind of hit the soul. Stuff like that kind of gets me moving. Like, all right, I got to keep writing. I'm gonna write something tonight. So stuff like that keeps me rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, who y'all? Now I thought about it, and I actually interviewed him a few times, but y'all kind of got that. Not the same, but kind of like I said, like a little brother feel. Like I said, it was just good hip hop feel. I liked it.
Good. Yeah, that's definitely appreciate the listen.
That's definitely appreciated, man. And this album for sure has got definitely a little brother vibe. So yeah, I appreciate that. It's tough.
I feel like this album's smooth too. Yeah.
Native tongue type feel.
Yeah.
And then do y'all see yourself as artists, leaders, or disruptors, or all three?
For me, I consider myself an artist.
What do you think?
I get artist always first. I feel like a couple of us, in the crew as a crew and separately, just lead by example. You know what I mean? Because we're risk takers around this area, and there's not a lot of risk takers, so we kind of stand out.
Sure,
you know? Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely an artist first too. I always think artist first. I've been put on shows in Baltimore, and I tell them all the time I'm artist first. I want them to get paid. I want not the pay to play bullshit and stuff like that. I want them to experience a real artist feel and not have a promoter scam them or whatever. So I want to keep that as fair as I can too. But I also play the leadership role a lot in this group for sure. Only because I like structure. You know, and I think if things that are necessary, especially when you got a bunch of different egos and different heads in the group, you have to keep some sort of structure. So my leadership, I wouldn't say it's not that I want to take the lead, but it's a structure-based thing. I want to keep everybody in tune, everybody communicating, everybody know what's happening and know what's going on.
And certain shit you just been doing longer than any of us, so you know.
Yeah, so I can add a little bit of experience in there too, I guess, is what they're saying.
Y'all gonna say how long y'all? I mean, how long have y'all been doing music? And then what year did y'all come together?
Okay, so GAWDS technically came together in 2016, 2017, like late 2016, early 2017, and he started kind of being in the group around 2000. I think he came 2018. He came around 2020. 2020-ish, yeah, somewhere around there.
Collectively, collectively like 6 years.
So personally, I've been doing music for almost 30 years now. You know, and that's to state my age a little bit, but I've been doing it since '94, like really rapping, and then like '96 making beats and singing.
That's cool though. You said, well, you still young? You only 30 years old?
I'm sorry.
You're only 30 years old?
No, I said I've been doing music for about almost 30 years, like 29 years.
I was messing with you. I was trying to throw you a sieve. You didn't take it.
I know you were, man, but I'll admit the age. I'm not scared of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I still feel young at heart, you know, and I do it because I
gonna keep you young. The music gonna keep you young anyway. Keep doing the music.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say, so y'all so since how y'all been together so long and making music so long, what do you feel what responsibility comes with the platform that you're building?
I think being genuine in the music in some form or fashion, like not going too crazy. Like, I think it's cool. Like he said, I come from somewhat of a theater background, so it's cool to have like character development within songs, but you still got to be kind of in yourself. You're not looking for trends, trying to pop off, and anything like that. Something's popping, such as Cat Williams, we might jump on and make something dope in response to that. But aside from that, it's just staying true to ourselves and the music that we like to write and produce.
Yeah, I mean, we do it for us first, but you know, we just hope that somebody enjoys it, and we try to make stuff that can cater to everybody too at the same time. So.
Especially with the care package, because you know sometimes these guys don't always like to come up with some of the softer songs, but we got them on this.
Yeah, this album was almost like a test to see if we could bridge a gap that we didn't know we could bridge. You know, so if our real hip hop fans would really like this album or be turned off. So far, we've got a good response. Surprisingly, it's been really well. So we're doing really well. So it's good for us.
Oh shit, you got That's a Fake shirt on?
That's a fact. Yeah, that's my group, man. Like I fuck with That's a Fact. Yeah, that's old school, you know. So that proves a moment of my age there.
Y'all gonna say? I saw them T-shirts y'all was selling.
Yeah, we got some. We got plenty of them. Got the Hug Your Mom hashtag T-shirts. Got the CDs. We could probably pull some of the merch out now. We got the Care Package album front and back cover on a T-shirt. And yeah, so we got merch. We got plenty of merch. Hit us up.
I was waiting on my care package.
Yeah. Hey man, I'll throw you a T-shirt or something. Just send me an address. You know, inbox me an address. Got the Hug Your Mom joints. You got the So there's tons of merch. You know.
Yeah, I saw like the
different color
testimonials people were saying about receiving this stuff. Yeah, it's cool.
Oh yeah.
And then so you was kind of talking about it. So
this is the care package, so you can straight up buy the cover art from our album.
Okay, that's what's up.
Pretty dope.
And then I was saying, so what do you want the listeners to feel after hearing the project, the care package? How do you want them to feel?
I want them to feel however they decide to feel, however it is, whatever hits them. I want them to feel that way. There's no expectation in that regard to me. However you feel on this, let it rock.
I feel like I just wanted to be almost like your medicine. You know what I'm saying? Like therapy. You know, so if you're listening to our music, you can relate in some way, and you can enjoy. You can move your feet a little bit, but music should be a therapy to people, man. It should be therapy, and if it's not, then you're not listening to the right music for that person.
I think there's a couple that you can kind of grieve to, like whether it's a relationship, loss, whatever it is. It's just something that isn't anymore. There's a couple songs that are good for that.
Yeah, I think this.
Hey, I was my bad. I was thinking about. I said, "Where the girl at?" I think y'all probably need a girl.
Yeah, there you go. We do have a couple. We do have a couple women that rhyme with us. In fact, two of them were featured in the care package.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Cardo and Bruno LaBarge.
Yeah, so they rap with us. They're really dope. You know, sometimes we do have some female MCs locally that are really strong. That we have worked with. But yeah, definitely more. It'd be dope to have a dope female artist in the GAWDS, you know?
Yeah, I need a Lauryn Hill. Y'all gotta find a Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
And then so are y'all independent or right now or y'all with a label?
We've been on little labels in the past. Right now we're independent, totally independent, and it seems to be working better that way. You can kind of cut out that middleman sometimes. But it's definitely harder, you know, to do it independently. You know, you got to be on your P's and Q's business wise. It's definitely harder, and it can be stressful. You know, especially in my life, I got a lot going on. It's stressful, but you know, I know we're all aimed towards the same goal, and we're on the same page. So I like to help others, and they help me. So as long as I get the assistance from them, and they get the assistance from me, we can make this thing work.
And then what would y'all say? What's the biggest misconception about underground hip hop groups that you think out there?
Biggest misconception?
Yeah.
See if Rocky can answer this.
Maybe that it's all gut, all grit. The fact that that's the expectation.
I think one of the misconceptions, you know, a lot of the stuff that comes out of hip hop is, you know, the generic, the guns, the hoes, the drugs, you know, that type of thing. But a lot of people don't seem to think that there are real and there is fake. But a lot of people deal with these things and they can't relate to that person's life, or just because they're saying this, they don't know if the person's really acting on this stuff or did this stuff or still doing it or whatever. So I think the misconception a lot of times is through lyrics, people aren't living this person's life. They can't really relate. So if you can relate to something, such as like why we brought the care package in the picture, I think it's got a little something for everybody. I want somebody to be able to relate to my music. And I think that's the misconception in hip hop. I think it's a lot of people can't just relate to everything, you know, and sometimes you know it takes different styles of hip hop or different styles of music in general just to be able to relate.
I feel that. I'm gonna say, what would you say? What is y'all like biggest lesson y'all kind of learned together navigating this industry so far?
Biggest lesson.
Mine is to be consistent, man. Consistency is key, and communication within your dynamic is key to me. You know, like those two things, as long as I have the consistency within my group, because once you lose it for a couple months or whatever, you have to take more months to almost gain that back.
Yeah.
So it's hard to stay consistent in this game, and that's major. Stay consistent and stay on your P's and Q's, man. Be on top of your shit, business wise, you know, structure wise, keeping everybody in tune, let them know what's going on. Those are big things.
Yeah, I think for me, it's not taking anything for granted. Even the simple shows that we do. Not taking those experiences for granted.
That's a good one. Soak it all in, you know, take it in.
I was gonna say, what's some good business tips?
Good business tips is
Consistency is one of them.
yeah, consistency is one of them. Yeah, for sure. So as far as business, man, get out there and network. You know, get out there and network. Go and show your face, not only through digital or social media, but show your face. Handshakes. You know, if you're out in a venue and you want to perform at the venue, go at the main source, man. Don't shoot for the sky. So if you're at a main venue, don't try to find a promoter. Try to go to the owner first. And if the owner says go to the promoter, then you might want to talk to the promoter. But go to the big guy, you know. And also, a business tip is, you know, keep all your music straight. Copyrights, royalties. Make sure you have an ASCAP BMI, something like that. You know, and do that. You know, distribution, which a lot of cats have nowadays. But royalties are important. Copyrights important. So that tedious, you know, that work to do that, to get all that shit registered and everything like that is important, because that's how you can get paid. And you can get paid for things you wouldn't think you could get paid for. You know what I'm saying? If you just register them. Yeah. So as an artist, if you're not doing that, start looking into it and start figuring out ways to do that for your people.
Yeah, and I as we all said, artists always come first, but you know, a lot of artists don't want to do the other side of things a lot of times too, like promoting themselves and, you know, that type of stuff. And I would say definitely that. You know what I mean? Like, be an artist first, but don't only be an artist, especially if you're indie. Because you got to do everything. You got to be out, like, promoting yourself all the time.
A lot
flyering for shows, selling tickets. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not doing that part, nobody's going to do it for you.
Right. He's absolutely right. As an artist, you got to get out there, man. You got to show face, and you got to push yourself. A lot of artists think that if they have somebody good that they have a connect with, that person's just going to push them to the next level, and they're going to believe in this person so much. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, really, you got to push you. At the end of the day, only you can take care of you. Nobody else is going to take care of you. So you got to try to learn to do that first, and not be so dependent on somebody to take you to that next level. So it demands from both areas. It demands from the person that's kind of pushing you, or you as yourself and an artist pushing yourself. You got to really do that.
Yeah, that's how you get robbed right there. Shit, if you ain't just putting faith in other people, you got to be. What Biggie said, you got to have lawyers watching lawyers. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. So you depend on other people too much, you're gonna get 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get screwed by somebody, stabbed in the back, you know, undermined, turned on, and they're gonna expect a little bit too much out of you when they should be delivering more.
Okay. And then I was gonna say, so who would you say inspired y'all sound?
That's crazy, because I guess we are.
That's an individual thing, I think.
Yeah, it is kind of an individual thing, because we all take different elements of different types of music and bring it into it. And I think we're all pretty diverse for the most part. We've sat around at, you know, after shows and sang rock songs together, and, you know, played all kinds of different music. He does birthday parties and weddings and shit like that sometimes. So, I mean, he's very universal in his sound as genres of music. But I take in all genres. I grew up with a father like rock, my mom like Motown, my sister was listening to pop music, I was listening to fucking Run DMC and Big Daddy Kane and EPMD and shit like that, you know. So that's kind of where I came up on, you know, and I just loved hip hop from the day I can remember, and it stuck with me. You know, it wasn't just a phase, but I just loved all types of genres. I love classic music, I love rock, I love soul, I love jazz, R&B, you know, so everything, dancehall, you know. So there's a lot of elements that I take in from everything. I'm an 80s music connoisseur, but there's a lot of elements I basically take from all types of music to, even when I produce, to get the sound I want.
I definitely grew up on oldies, though. That was like first and foremost. My father's, like, one of the cars that he gave me only played one station well, which is 95.9. So if you're around this area, you know exactly what station that is. But oldies was first for me, and then I think hip hop came later, maybe like late 90s, other than like big records, with DMX, Jay-Z, and all that kind of stuff. But so I took my inspiration more from like Bill Withers and all the old school, something, you know, a little bit of James Brown, stuff like that.
Yeah, myself, I started DJing in the 90s. I started DJing because of 90s hip hop. I've always had a love for hip hop, like, ever since the 80s, basically. And then, all of my family is always was a music type family. My nickname Rocky came from the Beatles song Rocky Raccoon. I've been that since I was born. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, anything from, I love pretty much everything. Anything from pop music to, like, grimy underground stuff, everything in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he was in bands and stuff, like
Yeah.
more hard edge bands, guitars, keyboards, that type of thing too.
Yeah, I've done
Hip hop
everything.
influence.
Drum and bass, EDM. Like, now I play disco on Saturday nights. I love it.
I love it.
They don't say, I know y'all been mentioning the 80s music a lot, the 90s music. So how y'all feel about MTV gone?
I loved MTV when I was young. I mean, I used to wake up
and
and watch those videos, and after school watch MTV videos and the box and shit like that.
Yeah,
But
Yo MTV Raps.
yeah,
Towards the end, MTV wasn't MTV.
I
love
love that. Yeah, but yeah, towards when you got in the late '90s to early
Yeah, it
2000s,
wasn't the
it was
same
over.
In the 80s, MTV.
It kind of stopped in the mid '90s, to be honest with you, with MTV. As far
I
as
was cool in the
remember.
early 2000s too. Like,
I love
Yeah.
Missy Elliott,
MTV.
Little
Yeah,
Miss.
I think after that TRL phase, that shit was over.
Yeah.
It was kind of TRL was holding on. Then after that was over. After
Yeah,
that,
Real World,
Back in the
all
days
that.
when you had like Kurt Loder and
Right.
I
It
think
was
like
just videos all day long. What no bullshit going on.
Yeah.
Julie Brown, like
What no shows.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
all
yeah,
day
yeah,
long.
yeah.
Creative
Yeah,
videos.
Super creative videos. Like 80s videos were like little movies and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, some of them are hard to
and
top,
they were
for
creative
real.
out of nothing. Back then, they
Yeah.
were using clay figures and
Yep,
all kinds
yep.
of crazy shit to make shit pop.
Right.
Like I specifically remember like videos like Sledgehammer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking Sledgehammer too. That's what I was thinking.
Video that was coming out.
Like
That was-
any
that was
Michael
a
Jackson,
movie.
any Michael
Yeah,
Jackson
that-
video
Michael
back
Jackson
then
was
was
that was a
pinnacle.
movie coming
Yeah.
out.
Like that was you
Got-
knew
your
you
whole
had to watch
family
that video.
Sat around the TV. waiting for
And then
that video.
y'all
Yeah.
kind of, since y'all talking about that, I want to say, so what do you feel like in today's rap scene? What's missing that you think we should bring back?
I think realness, man. Like, I've always myself been a huge Native Tongues fan. Like I said before, like Tribe, De La, even the Most Def, Common. You know what I mean? Like that's what I've always related to with music. Is like, I feel like if you're not learning something from the music you're listening to, then why are you listening to the music you're listening to? You know what I mean? Music should help make you a better person. You know what I mean? So if you're not listening to music that's not making you a better person, I don't know why you're listening to it, Well, when you're on your own. Club scene is a whole different thing. You know what I mean? When we get drunk, we want to hear, some Young Thug every once in a while. You know what I mean? But, like, if you're personally listening to music and have a connection with music, anything that is my favorite shit is what's made me who I am,
And I'll piggyback off of that too. I mean, just that music alone is just something that we want to, have. That is something that, like you said, somebody's going to either relate to or love, but and more consciousness in hip hop. But I think it's maturity. I think it's maturity through music that is the most important, because we as artists have to mature through music. We can't be rapping about or writing about the same shit we did 20 years back all the time. But, when we were kids, we have to mature through the music and find that medium ground where we can still keep some of our fans, but have them notice the maturity and also keep some of that same basic sound, but move it to a mature level and talk about things that were happening now.
I think there is that. I think there is conscious music right now. It just doesn't get pushed as much. It's
For
more
sure.
like you have to.
There definitely is that.
For
But
a
I'm
reason,
saying,
too,
yeah.
it doesn't get
I'm saying through
Like
our music.
Rhapsody, you don't hear her
Nah.
really on the radio.
They had to cut that real shit off, man.
Yeah, he said
Oh.
personally. I was just saying through our music. Yeah, and he hit it. We just want to be real and mature through our music, man. Is
Yeah,
what
and
I
even-
was saying.
I don't think a lot of people even realize now that, like, there's certain frequencies and notes that resonate with you a different way, and that hit a different chakra point that they figured out is more marketable. So low frequency music You know, everybody can relate with low frequency, and not everybody can relate with higher frequency. You know, and so higher frequency music isn't pushed as much, and a lot of the music we came up on was sampled from high frequency music. You know, and now a lot of stuff that's produced is produced at a low frequency because low frequency music is way more marketable than real shit.
You know what some high frequency music is? Earth, Wind, and Fire.
For sure,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, hell yeah.
Any of that stuff back then.
Yeah.
Was
And that
just-
shit, you just start
that's
feeling
where
good.
all of our samples came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was already being sampled from such dope high frequency artists, and then that's where hip hop came from, was just all those samples from high frequency, you know. But they figured out that we were learning, so now they have to produce low frequency music because they don't want you to know shit, you know. They don't want you to know about yourself. They don't want you to learn about music. You know what I mean?
I remember you had like KRS-One.
Mm-hmm.
You had like Queen Latifah. Man, you ain't had no girl like raps. I guess I guess I gotta listen to rap scene more.
They
But
call them
in my eyes, I don't really think you had no woman like since how Queen Latifah was. You had no woman since that.
Right. That's all native tongue stuff. You know what I mean? Like De La is my favorite group. Like I wouldn't be who I am without listening to De La music.
Yeah, messages are still important, man. They still exist.
Even as much as
they're still important. Like I said, I think it just gets overlooked a lot in the hip hop scene. But the stuff that is out there is conscious hip hop, and there is stuff that's sending a message still.
Yeah, even like as grimy as Wu-Tang was conscious hip hop. You know what I mean? They're all 5%ers. There was messages being put out in those songs.
Did y'all
as grimy as it was, you know.
Did y'all listen to that new Juice Crew album?
Was it?
I haven't listened to it yet. I heard about it. I have not listened to the Juice Crew.
Oh no, I haven't listened.
Yeah, RZA produced it.
Really?
Really? Is it all of is it all of them? Is it Cool G and Master Ace and like all?
Yeah, most of them are on there. Yeah, everybody on there pretty much.
That's so dope.
I bet you. What's his name ain't on
They're
there?
super
Fucking
humble
MC
dudes,
Shan.
man.
Is
He
MC
on there. He
Shan?
on there at the end.
He is.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it was funny because I was listening to it, and then when I got to his, I can't listen to it no more. I cut it off. So he got the last song. So
yeah. Oh shit! But that's cool that that guy. I wouldn't think he would have been a part, but I'll check
he
that out.
on there.
Check that out.
Yeah, those dudes are super humble too. Like I go to the DJ Expo in Atlantic City every year, and they do little Juice Crew events and stuff, and like they're so approachable, bro. Like they're just like normal people. You know what I mean? They ain't got no egos at all.
And then I would say, so as a group, what does success look like?
Success looks like touring, making money on the road, doing music.
Yeah, doing dope shows.
I don't even care that it's a whole lot of money. It's just you know.
So success to me is just doing what we love and having the masses listen. That's it. That's success for me. And that little thing that I was talking about before, the little like subtle moments of working with some of your favorite artists, or being in a video and people just watching that video, or a little kid wanting an autograph, or you out and getting a compliment at a show afterwards, and so on, how good you did. And those are little like gems that you got to take away that make you feel good, make you feel like it's all worth it. I remember talking to Sean Price once, and we were shooting a video. I shot a video with like Sean Price. We never released it, but he ended up taking it and putting the verse on his album. But anyway, respect to him because he was one of my favorite artists. And
what happened?
He told me, Sean Price, we had a song that we did with Sean Price, me and a couple dudes from around here, shout out to Prophet and shit like that. But there was cats that we did a song with, and we went to go to do the video shoot, and Sean Price was in town, came to Baltimore, and we were all shooting the video. And Sean Price, I didn't really say anything to him. There's a lot of people hovering around him, like during the video shoots, a lot of people at the shoot, probably like 20, 30 people. And he came up to me in my verse like later and was like, yo, come over here. And he was like, listen to me, like, Tom, come over here. So I went over to him, and he was like, yo, you bodied that verse. So that moment to me was like pinnacle in hip hop, because I always looked up to him. I had helped to sculpt the posters on my wall and shit when I was younger. And when he told me, yo, you body, see one of your favorite artists telling you bodied a verse was like everything to me. And the fact that I wasn't on his dick or nothing like that, I wasn't going, you know, I was just there shooting a video with him. We did a song together. He played it on a tour for Cats. I met some cats through that tour that I can still do music with to this day. So it ended up being a cool thing. And he just told me, he was like, yo, you body that verse, and said it in front of like a lot of people, and that meant everything. And was just like on me that day. It was like, yo, if not was an A&R, sign me right there, almost to the point of embarrassment where I was like, damn, bro, like, but that made me feel appreciated. It made me feel like I was here for something, and I did something that I knew and I love. So
yeah, that's a pretty good cosign.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a big cosign for me. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel great. You know.
So what's next for the GAWDS?
We got a couple shows coming up.
Shows, more music. Yeah.
We got shows coming out.
This album.
You might catch us at
probably a new video soon.
Yeah, we got a new video coming out soon. We just releasing a video officially tomorrow. It's up now if you want to check it out. It's Oh No video, first single off the Care Package. You can check that out now. It's on YouTube. Check that shit out.
For sure.
What's the name of it?
Dopest video we ever did.
It's called Oh No. Oh No. It's the first song on the Care Package, and it's our first single off the album.
Yeah.
It's called Oh No. It officially releases tomorrow. But it's up there now. If you want to look at it, go to God's Music.
You want me to play it?
I'm sorry.
I say you want me to play it?
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right. Yeah, just
it's fire, bro.
I guess just give us the lead up right quick while I'm getting it ready.
So this is a joint that we just wanted to put a hip hop based, basically our forefront and our foundation of the hip hop into this song, and bring that element with all four of us starting off the album. And this is our lead into the album to show you something different.
Yeah.
So,
all right, about to go and play this. Like here you go.
And this is also a reflection of us talking to our work life versus our normal life, our normal work life to our rapper life, and basically a metaphor for that, for having that balance.
And it gave me a chance to shout out these guys in the verse.
So you'll see us talking to each other or interacting with each other in the same scenes, and we're doing that for a purpose because we're trying to find that balance, basically arguing with ourselves about having the balance and having the time for this, and using it as a metaphor to for our music. You know what I'm saying?
Let's play that. This is Oh No by the GAWDS.
I am ayahuasca high, flying saucer fly. No remorse for none of my thoughts, cause I'm sorta wise. Yeah, I'm the author and the source, but my thoughts are disorganized. It's departments and compartments, be cautious, I'm borderline. I saw the line and then I crossed it, you lost it in overtime. The whole design was just to get niggas talking, and yo was lying. He moving awkward, he salty when you're replying. You know who I am, I got the heart of the conquered lions. It's called compliance, you better be when you walking by us. But if you talk the lightest and arson and starting fires, pardon bias, I'm phenomenal and they all deny it. All they recall from Baltimore was all the riots. Your bitches bought his tires and she got that hooper swag. I heard your chest gets tighter on a hookah drag. I got all the best whites, call them Cooper flag, and they like that. Any night they can shoot a bag.
Oh no, he ain't coming smoking you out here, dragging the ground, reading you down, keeping you bound. Oh no, I'm sure you cowards heard the plan. Beer in hand, looking for a business fifth in the land. Oh no, scratching every record he finds, setting pride to the souls when he catching confined. Oh no, I'm observing as a character type. You believe in we tight, my voice will make you think that I'm right.
I'm on flock out on skyscrapers, looking down on wall climbers. I'm a die hard, Bruce Willis, fucking Alzheimer's. Lost finders, keepers, running sleepers, using wrong timers. Small diners, breakfast plates over fall China. Wall climbers take the ceiling with a gloss coat. Toss notes out of tall binders full of song quotes. Hard toast with everything your heart desires. Hard oats, raw dope that bitches rich as you can sniff a straw coat. Long strokes, lusted in the stomach, watch my dawn poke. Penetration, hyperventilation, watch her all show. She's the phantom of the opera, afternoon is all folk. Tantrums are her mantra, and this evening got me on rope. Lost soap, you holding that chopping block, I don't know karate. Hot wasabi, ready to bomb me, kamikaze. Too soprano for that Luciano Pavarotti. Needed paparazzi for your Maserati.
no, he ain't coming smoking you out here, dragging the ground, reading you down, keeping you bound. Well, oh no, I'm sure you cowards heard the plan. Beer in hand, looking for a face fist in land. Well, oh no, scratching every record he finds, setting fire to the souls when they catch him confined. Well, oh no, I'm observing as a character type. You believe when we type, my voice will make you think I don't bite. Well, oh no. He ain't coming smoking you out here, dragging the ground, reading you down, keeping you bound. Well, oh no, I'm sure you cowards heard the plan. Beer in hand, looking for a face's fist in land. Well, oh no, scratching every record he finds, setting fire to the souls when they catch him confined. Well, oh no, I'm observing as a character type. You believe when we type, my voice will make you think I don't bite. Well, oh no.
Yeah.
Now you say it's like something simple, but you know what I like the most of that?
What's that?
Man, I like that that little that.
Oh, word.
Oh yeah, you like that? Yeah, that's cool.
Let's make it
Act like you.
that sound like an alarm or something.
Yeah. It's kind of like I wanted to give it that like a little bit more energy through something. And originally, I was going to put some electric guitar to it and have my boy do it. Come over do some electric guitar, but then I was like, I added that element in later, and I was like, it needs something to bring something out of it a little bit more, and it did it. It did the job. So,
and then the first dude, the one we missing, right? The first one that's rapping.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I was looking at? I was looking, and I was like, man, who that dude talking? I said, oh no. Man, you like switched it out because you dressed like a thug in that movie in the video. So I was like, who is that? And I just now figured out at the end. I was like, oh, that's you.
Yeah, we both just came off.
Like,
yeah, hell yeah, we just both came off of work. So we came from work. So he came from work. Yeah, I came from work. I was like, hold on, let me get us some gear on, make it look like can't be in this fucking button down shirt and shit. So yeah,
that's his normal self. And then
I know. I was like, who is that? I didn't figure it out to the very end. I was like, oh, that's him.
Now you get to see his normal self, and that's his rapping stuff, like Rocky said. Yeah, that's.
I was like, damn. I said they got somebody else on here they ain't tell me about. Then I figured it out at the very end. I was like, oh shit, that's you up here.
Yeah, they actually let me rap on a hook.
I know, cause then that's why I was thinking, cause I was like, well, he's not singing, so I wouldn't think it didn't get me to the very end. I was like, oh, that's shit. That's funny.
Yeah, he's an MC too. He can rap.
Yeah, I just finally got a chance to exaggerate, the personalities of my group mates.
Yeah, I like the I don't know what the direction of the video, like how y'all had the two people.
That was your idea.
Yeah,
me and Pinpoint kind of because we had to change a little bit from the original idea from what we were talking about. But
we originally wanted to do kind of like a Western style, but we didn't have time. We knew the release was coming up soon, so this was like option B, and then we used it as just basically separating, like I said, using it as a metaphor for our work life, our normal life, to our rapper life, and the problems we have in between with balancing it all out, and the kind of the argument and the avoidance from the work normal life person, and the argument from the rapper talking to him, self. So basically us looking at the mirror like, fuck man, we got to work this shit out, I have to find this balance here. So
not just being like the annoying guy on your shoulder, like, oh, here goes your other self right here. You know what I mean? Like here you go, talking about rap stuff, and you got to work.
So he came in as rapper, yo. He didn't even come in as work, yo, to the whole shit. He just came in as rapper, yo, like get your rapping shit together, like get your shit together here. So
yeah, and that scratching was catching my attention too.
Yeah. He came and put in work.
Yeah, that's the originally that one he was the Oh No one he was supposed to be on there. I was supposed to just have a little solo at the end. But I just that's the Most Def off the Sound Bombing 3, the Oh No, Nate Dogg Most Def.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, that just works.
Yeah,
and I think you might have I think you pitched it down a little bit.
I
from
pitched
the
it down.
original.
I think I might have. I can't remember if I touched it or not. I don't think I think I originally kept the original because I tried to pitch it down to make it a little sound a little different. It did sound as well, but if it's pitched down, it ain't pitched down. It's not pitched down much. But yeah, it worked. I didn't really care for it too much at first because it was such a recognizable song. But then I was like, yo, it works. And I had his vocals coming in. And
it's hip hop, bro.
He approached that. I wrote that rhyme about like nothing. I told him, I was like, I don't know about this rhyme, man. We're just like writing about we're not just talking shit. We're writing, we're not really rapping about nothing here. And, so we just kind of like put it all together. And he took it and spun it as rapping, kind of seeing everybody's perspective in the group. What Rocky does, what he does, what I do, and what Pinpoint does.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then, y'all the first people I talked to. We were talking about it earlier, but y'all the first artists I talked to, interviewed since this new war going on. So how y'all got any opinions on the war, or how y'all feel?
Oh man, I think that I just don't understand it completely.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard for me to really, give like a valid opinion. In my eyes, it's just I just can't imagine why we need to do this. That's where I'm.
It's just too much, man.
It's senseless to me.
It's too much, and politics are too much nowadays, and it's like they just want to cause a divide through everything, through media, through the socials, through just this in general, just nations going against nations, and man, I just believe that there's a better future for us than this bullshit, But it's sad that you have to watch this, and you have to watch innocent lives get destroyed for nothing. For what? For two people showing who's got the bigger balls. I don't know. So
yeah, then I know what's messing me up is like, I know it's like misinformation out there, so I don't really know what to believe because you watch it.
You don't know what to believe.
Yeah, because you listen to one side, they saying they'll be like, "Oh, we killed 100 troops." Then you listen over here, "Oh, they killed 3 troops."
Right.
They news looking different from our news. I'm trying to look at both of them. Then you don't know what's AI. AI fucking everything.
Yeah,
you don't know what's AI now.
Yeah, it's a crazy world we live in. It's not like back in the 80s or 90s or even early 2000s of like, you kind of knew what was what. At least now it
was easier to hide back then too.
Yeah, it was easier to hide. It probably was.
Much easier.
It's much more. People are much more alert now, and there's things on everything. Everybody's involved with something.
Yep.
And a lot of more media outlets. So it causes a lot of disruption.
You remember Jay-Z? When Jay-Z was like, believe half of what you see, like you can't even believe, like it's really like that. Like you cannot believe what you see. Like you said back in the day, if you saw it, you can believe it, but you cannot believe, especially if it's on social media. You can't believe anything you see nowadays. You need to fucking verify that shit and make sure it's legit. You can't just go off one video and think.
You can't go
even with me.
Now.
What was messing me up too, and I want to see how y'all talk too. So what's messing me up, like anytime, like say like something be like a cop fucking with a black person, but they post fucking 30 seconds or 60 seconds of that damn clip.
Yeah,
that's not enough to know what the fuck went down.
Right.
But you gonna watch that 60 seconds, you gonna be like, oh yeah, we gonna go protest and march. You're like,
it was like that whole cop thing in Minnesota. You had both sides fighting about what was right and what was wrong. It's like we never saw that full video. But then when I actually saw it, I was like, well, they didn't need to get in front of the car like that. But then I actually saw it, and I was like, well, damn, them ICE motherfucking agents didn't need to take action like that, like shoot the person in the head. So regardless of anything, nobody needs to die in a situation like that, right? But at the end,
you can't go and just like immediately put a narrative out there.
Yeah, but you can't go and judge something with seeing, like you said, a 30-second clip or something when you're not watching 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
30-second clip and then go on the news and say some shenanigans is wild.
Yeah, the fact that everybody just falls for it now. Everybody's just so brainwashed and took their side and whatever. Yeah. Like myself, I've always been anti-establishment, anti-control. I really very rarely even pay attention to social media anymore. You know what I mean? Like I use it to promote myself. If I wasn't an artist and didn't have another business to promote, I probably wouldn't even be on social media. You know what I mean? Like that's the only reason I'm there is to market music and my other business. So like, yeah, I don't even pay attention to it no more, man. Like it's all on purpose. It's all for a reason. Like, you know what I mean? All this was, you know,
It's just
planned
like
out.
it's just like
We just don't know the reason.
it's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
entertainment now. You know, like it's
It's just control, man.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
all control.
Yeah, I was
I'm not even saying that control is always bad. I don't even think that that's the case. But like, this is wild.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's,
I was,
it's politics,
like-
conspiracy theories, all that bullshit.
Yeah, I was trying to like I said, I was trying to just kind of see what's going on with the war. So I was watching one channel and it was showing Iran, but them motherfuckers was showing all they fucking drones. They got a whole fucking like tunnel just full with drones. But then I turned to the next channel and they showed one of the drones landing into a building. And the building looked just like the building of Twin Towers and shit. So I looked at the drone looked just like a plane and it ran into the damn building. That motherfucker just stood there, and I just thought in my head, I said, that motherfucker sure didn't collapse.
It's crazy, man.
It didn't collapse like ours collapsed. I was just thinking of that when I saw that shit. It hit it the same way, but it didn't collapse. That motherfucker,
If you did a hotel in
our
Dubai.
part fell on fire, but then when it happened over here, our shit collapsed like a demolition.
Right. Like it was a controlled demolition.
Do you think this could be the start of like a World War III, man?
Man,
I think
we're
it's
gonna see. We're gonna find out pretty soon.
Yeah.
It ain't World War III unless China and Russia.
Right.
But Russia stepped in. I think Putin said some bullshit.
Are you still active military
They're
right
too
now?
busy. They're too busy.
Hell no. No, I got an 04. Hell no. I was like, man, I was telling my wife, I wasn't trying to laugh. I shouldn't have been laughing or nothing, but I was like,
Yeah.
we fucking got these boys. I was like, he fucking gave them that little bonus, that little 1,700 for Christmas. Got their ass up out of there. I was like, that shit crazy. I was like, oh shit, hell no. A lot of them even saying now that a lot of this shit is just, distraction from the Epstein shit.
Yeah, that could be part of it
For sure.
I be trying to look and see what's going on with that, but it's like so much going on with that. I can't even keep up with that. I just want to watch one person that just breaks it down simple. I feel like it'd be so much information with the Epstein. I can't even keep up with that.
And like people ain't been saying this shit for a long ass time. You know what I mean?
There's two congressmen that's like really trying to work.
Just what's the dude? Corey Haynes, Corey Feldman.
Yeah,
that whole thing that he tried to expose it, way back in the day. And I don't know if you ever looked into that. Like they shut his whole shit down. It was the premiere. It was premiering, and like a couple minutes in, boom, it just shut off. You can't find it anywhere. Nobody's even seen that joint. You know what I mean? So like they've been trying to shut this. This shit been going on since like Shirley Temple. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like this ain't nothing new. And there's just so many people caught up in it. They don't want that shit out there, man. It's just a shit. Even though in other countries, people, you know what I mean? Like, there's been a couple people that they've gotten rid of. You know what I mean? That,
and you hear all those.
They're taking it serious in other countries. So what is other people looking at us like right now? Like we're all pedophiles. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you know what I mean? Like
We're
we're all
them.
defending these people.
And then there's all these
saying?
conspiracy theories for when the Epstein files came out, like as you mentioned, like Michael Jackson, Prince, how they died, and it's believable, bro. Like you don't know what's
when they got their masters. Right when they got their masters, you know what I mean? Like how many times that happened? How many times has an artist died in a hotel in Las Vegas?
A lot of times,
It's funny how that shit comes out and the world just turns, right?
Yeah.
Because that Epstein files came out, then you got, we were talking about Prince and Michael Jackson, and you got then they're finding Kurt Cobain was actually murdered. We kind of knew that.
Yeah,
like, why would just, you know what I'm saying?
They try to say murdered by who allegedly?
I'm sure Courtney Love did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to allegedly in there real quick.
If she didn't do it herself, she had a hitman, she hired somebody.
No, I would say, and then the funny part is they trying to slide the alien shit in there low key now too. I'm like,
right. Anytime something gets tricky, an alien comes up.
They don't even want to believe in aliens no more. They just teasing now. You know what I mean? Like I don't even care if aliens is real.
Fact, our own government is the aliens. Goddamn, bro. Like everything, Illuminati, all that shit. Aliens.
It ain't even fun to be a conspiracy theorist ever since the flat Earth shit. You know what I mean? Like, they made conspiracy theories not even cool no more. You know?
Yeah, because they made fun of us so long. They tried to make it on some goofy shit for so long. By the time they said it's true, nobody believed in it. Yeah, they had it on the ET shit. ET what AIDS and shit. Star Trek, all that shit. They were just telling us back then, and we weren't paying attention to it.
Yeah.
That's why even like I don't watch a lot of movies, but my whole thing is I be like, that shit ain't movies, bro. They just telling you what's up.
Right,
We
right.
thinking it's movies, but a lot of that shit is just they like foreshadow.
Yeah.
They telling you what they finna do in these movies, and we ain't listening or
Giving you a heads up. We're just seeing the movie for what it is, not the meaning behind it.
I mean,
right?
they got the story one way or another.
Even that like when you be saying that look, when you be like all that crazy horror shit, it's like, bro, they getting that shit from somewhere. They ain't just motherfuckers just writing that shit, bro. They all this shit the crazy shit you see in movies, most times some real life shit they basing it off of.
Right.
No matter how crazy it sounds.
It's worse because it's crossed over to music too. You know, like AI, like you said before, that's just taken over.
Yeah.
You know, people could just write some bullshit and make a hit song in their phone in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, that's not real art, man. Like, what the fuck? You know, like it's everything, you know, for the beats to the rhymes to the whole song.
You gotta find a way to maneuver. If it's here, you gotta find a way to maneuver with it.
Yeah, I don't even know. I just look at it, I say, from my point of view, I just think like if you're an artist, you have to incorporate that with your music somehow, because it ain't going nowhere. That shit just like spread. To me, it's reminding me of how like computers was back in the day. Like you had like people that didn't really want to fuck computers, but you see where computers at now. So I just feel like
that boom, like
figure out how to use it to enhance your shit, because like they giving motherfuckers deals for AI now.
Yeah, right.
So it's like I know Timberland using it.
Yeah,
he's always
it's probably been happening in the industry. It's probably been happening the last 15, 20 years.
You know what? Yeah, you know what I heard, man. You know that damn Bully album when Kanye did and talking about Hitler and all that shit.
Yeah,
man, that was AI. David Blunt wrote the album, but then it was Kanye voice just AI. That was Kanye AI rapping. That wasn't Kanye actually rapping. That was AI Kanye.
That's weird.
But I was like, how many people do you think do that really?
Yep.
That's the thing. I think it's so many like that's what we gonna figure this like years from now. It's gonna come out so many goddamn like these mainstream people like on Milli Vanilli shit. They ain't even doing that shit no more. It's AI. They probably somewhere drugged up somewhere, locked up.
I mean,
locked up somewhere.
A couple generations from now, that's what they're gonna grow up with. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to make flyers for all my events on Canva. I ain't used Canva in months now. Now I found out about Gemini. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's just so much quicker. They usually do a better job than I would have. Takes me way less time. You know?
Look at this thumbnail. When y'all get done, look at this thumbnail I did. I can never do this shit myself.
That's the thing, man. I think that you know it happens so much through everything that you just get
happening fast.
Yeah, that you lose everything, man. It just doesn't bring any originality to anything anymore, and it's scary, you know.
But like you're saying though, too, using it to your advantage as a creative person, like there's so many dope things you can do already,
from artwork to everything else. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
from just the way they made 50 Cent's joint sound, Many Men.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I just figure like, I know they be like,
sound good.
The first couple of joints I heard like that because a lot of old stuff isn't quantized as much, the music, so it would be off a little bit. Now all that new shit, they took care of all the quantized everything now, man.
But they building the engine every time we add it to it, input output, so they just getting it better and better.
Yep.
And I feel like that happens with age too. Like you said, if you're not adapting to this shit now and you're not getting used to it, or you weren't in computers as a kid and seen it elevate through the times and kept up with that shit, I always feel like, hey, when I lose connection with that stuff, with the updates on the phones and computers and everything, when I lose contact and lose that, then I'm getting older and almost near my gravesite. You know what I'm saying? Because that I think is an important part of living is basically adapting and change.
Man, I got one more thing. Did y'all see that shit with Jim Carrey?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Did you see that motherfucking drag queen come out and try to say
that's what I
that
heard.
was him. Then they coming out and saying that was Jim Carrey now. So I don't know what the fuck to believe.
Yo, and then
I saw him do the makeup or whatever. Like they showed how he did the makeup.
He had done another interview 9 days before that with short ass hair. Look that shit up. 9 days before that, he was on another podcast. Yeah, Jim Carrey was on like a podcast or some shit 9 days before and did not have long hair.
They showed a video of the guy pretending to be him. Supposedly, his name's Alex or something.
But they just came out. They were saying it wasn't him.
They said that for like a second, and you're right. And now they went back to no, it's Jim Carrey, and he had a bunch of work done. But how the fuck did he grow hair? You know what I'm saying?
But Jim
Carrey he don't strike me as that kind of guy. He was kind of like anti-establishment too. Like, hey, this
you know, I told my friend.
I don't believe it until I hear Jim Carrey again. Until I see the Jim Carrey, I know I ain't.
I told my friend, and this is allegedly as well, but I told my friend, I said, bro, I think that's the same shit they was doing with Biden.
Oh,
remember they were saying that shit with Biden too.
That one they got caught with. That one they legit got caught. Like the dude was taller. He was like he's 2 inches taller.
And I always say like the test for how stupid people were, I think was 9/11. Because there were so many holes in 9/11 and people were just like, no, we would never do that to ourselves. You know, and now they're like, yeah, these people are really that fucking stupid. And now they can just do shit like that and just get away with it right in front of your fucking face. Like, how much of a fuck you is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we will fall for anything now. You know what I'm saying? It's the show, bro. It's the circus. You know?
Well,
a circus was invented for a reason to distract people.
I'm gonna be for real. It is a circus because instead of, and then at the end of the day, instead of us sitting there paying attention to what's going on, we watch football, basketball.
That's why the Romans invented the Colosseum, was to distract people from what they were actually fucking doing.
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do. You get off work, you go home, you relax, you watch the TV.
Yo, I just saw that today. So Henry Ford, who was a known Nazi, was the one who came up with the 40-hour a day or 40 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the perfect time. Any more, you're overworking somebody. And then you give the illusion of that you had that 48 hours on the weekend that you're basically recovering from your 9-to-5 job. But the whole 40 hours thing is on purpose. If it was anything less than that, you would have a little bit too much freedom.
Yeah, that's what I be saying. I be mad. I be like, bro, this little 2 days off ain't shit.
Right.
That shit, like for real, you recovering by the time you good, you back at work. It ain't shit.
Yeah. So you working a 9-to-5, any I don't work a 9-to-5 no more, but anybody that's creative and works a 9-to-5, you're really putting in fucking work, because those couple hours isn't supposed to be for us being creative. You know what I'm saying? The world wasn't created for that. You know what I'm saying?
This current society,
it was created for the working man, and
right. And for you to be worn the fuck out when you're at the end of the day and not have time to be creative.
That's how we're like basically slaves of the government. You know what I'm saying? And what you know, working a 9-to-5 and working for the man. You know,
supposed to be happy with a house and the car and kids going to college.
Yep.
And just repeating that same fucking cycle.
Yeah, shit cold.
It's tormenting. Like, when you're at work, especially if you're someone who's
even and this shit starts from when we're kids with just school. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be as a human just trapped in this shitty building that like nothing going on in. You know what I'm saying? Like for what 5-6 hours a day. Like you don't learn shit in school. You learn how to be programmed in school.
They needed a place where kids could be while their parents were at work.
Yep.
Babysitter's club.
Mm-hmm.
with some lessons involved too.
It'd be different. It'd be different if they're really going to like teach you like how to survive.
That's what I'm saying. You do learn some things in school, but it depends on the teacher.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That depends on what the school you go to. You know, they kind of like
what teachers are in.
It depends what neighborhood you in with them schools.
Yeah, I think they're just now getting to the point where they're starting to teach wealth, like you know how to deal with money, how to deal with finances. Not necessarily
I always said that was I don't even know if they teach it in school anymore, but one of the dopest classes I ever took in school was consumer math, because I learned about real fucking life. How to balance a checkbook and shit like that. Like no other classes I've learned shit, you know what I mean? Like
stuff that you're really gonna
Yeah,
use.
like you don't learn shit in school that that you're gonna really use in the real world, and that's what you're taught is like you gotta know all this shit so you can get a 9-to-5 fucking job. You know what I mean? Like
It's
You
good
know
to
what
know.
I was like, why don't they spend K through 18 or K through 12? Why don't they spend K through 12 teaching you finance, stocks,
yeah.
options? If you do that shit for 12 fucking years, you ain't gotta work. You can just play the
Yeah,
stock.
mastermind. Yeah, you're gonna learn how to make money.
Yep.
But if everybody's doing it, then
Yeah,
that money is
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
There ain't no McDonald's employees and people to work in warehouses and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's how they conform. And here's the thing: like he hit the nail on the head when he said about that. About the money, like basically the money and the jobs. I mean, I would say, shit, I lost my train of thought, but I was saying basically, I forget. The whole thing. I had the whole thing. Go ahead. You guys go. But it'll come back to
I still think history is a good thing
For
to learn
sure.
about. But
Yeah.
it just depends. Because if they're teaching you different,
teaching.
they're not teaching you the full history.
Yeah, he was talking about.
And they're also teaching you.
Which
their
I guess they
history.
can't.
He was talking about finances
Stories.
and balancing
Yep.
checks, balancing the checkbook. I was always say a big advocate of teaching how to credit cards, how to use a credit card, how to establish credit when you're young.
Yep.
Because that's something that personally my parents never did for me, and I was horrible at first.
Yeah,
and learn how to go in debt real quick, and then try to come up out of it to make me use my credit properly and establish credit. So that should be a big class.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get out of that until they're like 32, 33 when they start realizing.
People still that I'm friends with have problems with that. Like it's
But
crazy.
I sell cars. I see it. Yeah, I see it regularly.
Yeah, he sees it.
People you wouldn't expect.
All right, man. Well, shit, it was nice talking to y'all. Zine, what y'all want to leave with y'all? What y'all want to say to y'all fans and supporters?
Man, it's definitely. I just hope that y'all take a chance to listen to this album.
Yeah.
Go back a few. Glory is dope. Every project on there is dope. There's always going to be something for everyone. But we definitely appreciate any listen that we get a chance. Share it, please. If you like it enough, go and do it. Do a cover of it on yourself. I mean, if you like the hook or you like the verse, put it online. Tag us. We definitely greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, hopefully you can relate to it. You get, like you said, you can tag us in anything. Let us know that you just gave it a listen, man. That's appreciated far enough. Give us a follow on Instagram or Facebook. GAWDS on Instagram. It's at GAWDS_410. So you can check us on there. But yeah, just give us a shout, man. Hopefully that you can relate to something that we do.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'd say if you're a real fan of GAWDS, this is an album to listen to from beginning to end. Because the whole thing is just a story, man. Like it's just such a well put together album. So
we even have like a little house/club music song at the end. That's a hidden track on this album. So if you bought a physical copy, you'll have it on the physical copy. You might have a copy. I don't know if they sent it out to you, but if not, I can get it to you. But there's a hidden track on this album. It's not on the digital version, but it is on the physical copy. So you can check it out.
It's tight.
You can add us anywhere, GAWDS Music, if you want a physical copy, shirts, all the hoodies.
Yeah, GAWDSmusic@gmail, or you can hit any of our social outlets, inbox us, and we can get the shit sent to you.
Yeah, support indie music, man.
Yeah, support indie music all around. Support your local artists. Support your friends. That's big in this industry. Not enough support goes around. So take a listen. Support yourselves. Push yourselves. Push your pen. Whatever you got as an artist or a person in general. And thank you for having us. PoPolitickin. We out. We appreciate you again, GAWDS.
Y'all got any shout outs?
Just shout out to Pinpoint, mainly. He's not here.
Pinpoint.
Shout out to Neil, who made the album artwork for the care package.
Yeah. That was an inspiration for that hidden track.
Yeah. So just maybe shout out to our GAWDS members and everybody's involved. Our dude Nico,
Every
that's
single person that listens.
Part of GAWDS. He drums for us and shit. So shout out to him, and yeah, man. Shout out to all of our fans as well, and the people that are listening right now. We appreciate you.
Yeah, Okay, any views expressed are the opinion of the guest. That's not a representation because the program